Welcome to our 2022 ACSA Every Student Succeeding video series, where we take you statewide to introduce you and hear the stories from our 19 ESS winners for the year 2022. We'll take you down to Region 17. Here's Aisha De Roux. Aisha, it's great to have you here on our ESS video series. I have to ask you first, what was your reaction when you found out that you won this award, and what does it mean to you to have won this award?
It's definitely something that throughout these last couple of weeks, it's definitely changed my life at school and life in general, knowing that these other people realize kind of the hard work that I've done to get here. So it's really nice to be able to know that I have these people supporting me and knowing that I've done a good job.
Do me a favor, tell us a little bit about your story. What went into your first 18 years and how you were able to overcome some of the challenges?
I grew up with an adopted mother. It was just me and her. And towards the end of my freshman year, my mom got sick and she was moved into the hospital for quite some time. And then my grades started to go down. Mm-hmm. I started to fail a couple classes, and the month before school ending, my mom passed away from stage 4 ovary cancer. And going through this kind of alone without having to share this grief with anyone, it's been a challenge, but I've overcome it. Honestly, me from 3 years ago would be really proud of me, because I honestly wouldn't believe that throughout everything I've been through, I would still be here, graduating, pushing forward.
Let me ask you about that feeling of being alone and some of the challenges that you faced after the passing of your mother. Tell me a little bit about that.
That feeling is just something that kind of never goes away, because you grow up with this one person, you care to love this person growing up, and for them to just not be there anymore, it's definitely something that you have to try to get used to. That feeling of emptiness, of loneliness, of not, you just have to get used to it, even though it's very hard to. It's definitely made me learn how to grow up faster, because I feel like I've had to learn how to take care of myself. I learned how to cope with it and how to kind of live day by day with it. But having these other support systems like my friends, knowing that, oh, they'll be there for me, it kind of fills in that kind of gap.
Tell me about the role of basketball, the role of athletics, how that has played a role in your life, because that is something that you're thinking about getting into, the medical piece of it, after you graduate from high school. So talk to me about basketball, about athletics, and how that supported you.
Throughout all the sports that I've done, basketball has made me feel completely different than the other sports. I think basketball, just talking about it, it makes me smile. It's just this feeling of happiness that comes with the sport that I can't really explain, but it's been my therapy throughout everything.
Aisha, let me just ask you one final question. What advice would you give to other students that maybe are facing similar challenges that you have faced during your years as you head towards graduation and what I understand could be a career in kinesiology or sports medicine? What advice would you give to other students?
It'll always be tough, and everyone's going to go through things. But at the end of the day, you just have to keep moving forward and try to stay positive and think that you're going to get through it. Because at the end of the day, even though you have all these people around you, at the end of the day, all you're going to have is yourself, and you have to be the one to push yourself forward. You have to be the one to think positively. You just have to push forward, because at the end of the day, you're gonna make it.
Yeah, that's great. That's great to hear. Aisha De Roux, our Region 17 ACSA Every Student Succeeding Award winner. Aisha, it's been great to meet you. Best of luck in your next steps towards perhaps kinesiology and sports medicine. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
And folks, that is our Region 17 ESS winner, Aisha De Roux. A reminder, we will bring you interviews just like this one, stories just like this one from all of our ESS winners this year. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time.